So welcome back to the course again, Facebook Groups Made Simple. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you're learning a lot about Facebook groups. So we're starting to get into some more advanced features now. And today we're starting the first of those advanced lessons, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper into Facebook Rooms or Messenger Rooms. And we'll kind of explain how they work and how you can use them. At first, I was going to do one big lesson with all the advanced features, and I decided to split these up into numerous smaller lessons so you can kind of watch what you need when you need it, and you can go back and refer back to them. But I want to kind of talk about Facebook Rooms. And if we've learned anything from the past year of the pandemic, we know that a year ago, most people had not heard of Zoom. Now it seems like everyone is familiar with Zoom. And now not only Zoom, but you've got Google Meet, you've got other alternative video conferencing solutions with Microsoft Teams as well. Everyone wants in on the action. Once they realized, hey, we can do virtual meetings online, then we started looking for tools that enabled us to do that. Well, Facebook is no different. Once the pandemic hit, they saw Zoom take off. They realized we have the infrastructure to go ahead and do the same thing. And so they rolled out, and it's actually in April of 2020, they rolled out Rooms. And surprisingly, most people still are unaware of Rooms and how they work and how you can use them. And so what a room is, it's just a direct competitor to Zoom. That's the easiest way to describe it. It's a way to do video conferencing with multiple people inside of Facebook. And so a few limits. One, you can only have 50 people total in the room. And so there is that limit. But that works well for most smaller groups. The nice thing, there's no time limit. So Zoom, on the free plans, you have the 40-minute time limit. With Facebook Rooms, there is no time limit. The great thing about Facebook Rooms is that they're integrated into the desktop Facebook, the mobile app Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. All of Facebook's properties that they own, they've tied Rooms into them. So it's a little bit confusing still because there are so many different options and ways to start Rooms. And again, most people aren't familiar with it. And so that's why I want to take some time to go through it. I think one of the best use cases for Facebook Rooms that I see is inside of church Facebook groups. And the reason why is it's the perfect way to connect people inside of a group through video. And so you've already got your group created, and whether it's a leadership group or a smaller group for a ministry or whether it's a church-wide group, you already have a built-in audience. And so let's think about how we can use them. Let me give you some possible use cases. One of the most obvious ways we could use these is a Bible study. And so think about this with me for a minute. For a Bible study, if you have less than 50 people in it, this is a great way to have a group Bible study. And so you can create a room, set a start time, say we're going to have a room at 7 o'clock tonight to go over this Bible study. And so you create the room, give it a name, set the time. At 7 o'clock, you join it, start it, everybody else joins in, and it's just like Zoom, but it's inside of your group. So Bible studies are a great way to do that. You can even do screen sharing, very similar again to Zoom as well. So you can share your screen and show people demonstrations or videos within that. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit later, but that's possible within. So Bible studies are a great way to do it. Another way is a small group. And so no matter what your small groups look like for your church, whether it's a Sunday school model, whether it's in homes, if you need to do a virtual small group, this is a great way to do it. So you can go around, have group discussion. Again, very similar to a Bible study, but your small groups could be built around, your virtual small groups could be built around Facebook groups instead of Zoom or Google Meet or Microsoft Teams. And again, those solutions have worked well for many churches. And I know I've used Zoom more this past year than I would have ever imagined. I've also used Google Meet a lot. It's a tool that I really like using. But the great thing about Facebook groups is this does not require you to install another app. It does not require you to learn a new program. It goes where people already are. So the learning curve is lower. And now the first time there's some unfamiliarity with it because people just haven't been using it much yet, and it's not really gained traction, but it's there. And I think going forward, you're going to see more and more uses for these Facebook rooms. What about your board meetings? And so again, think about this. If you've got a leadership team, any type of a senior leadership team, your deacon board, your elder board, whatever type of leadership team your church has, your admin team, your financial team, if you simply cannot get together in person safely, then you can meet virtually using a Facebook room. I think I've mentioned before that for our church, we have an elder team that we have our private hidden Facebook group, and that's where we do a lot of our church business in it. So this would be a great way for us to meet virtually. So we just create a room, have everybody go to the Facebook group at the time of the meeting. They can join right in, and we can have our virtual meeting using it. So that would work without any problem. So board meetings, this is a great way to do that. And again, with the screen sharing, being able to share spreadsheets or graphs or Word documents, it would give you a lot of flexibility. PowerPoints, it would work great for PowerPoints to be able to share PowerPoint as you go through your meeting. So I think it would work well for that. What about a book club? Book clubs would be awesome to say, hey, we're going to go through this book today. We're going to discuss chapter 1. You can tune in at 10 a.m. or 7 p.m. or whatever time that you set for your group room, and just have a book club, have a great discussion on that. What about an after church hangout? So think about this. You have a church-wide group. You have people tuning in on your live stream. If you are live streaming your services afterwards, you say, hey, we want to invite you to continue the discussion. Come on over to our Facebook group. Our pastor is going to be online. You can talk to him after the service. It would be a way to engage your online viewers and invite them into the conversation. And so instead of just sending the message out to them, you would now be inviting them into having a discussion in your Facebook group through a Facebook room. And so again, you have to limit it to the first 50 people that show up. But you could do these multiple times. So you could do that right after the service and use it, or you could do it before the service. So, hey, if you get here early, come join us in our living room type environment where we're just talking, sharing about what we're going to learn today. Or after the service, hey, what did you learn? What stood out to you? What are you going to take away from today? I always ask our church, what is God saying to you, and what are you going to do about it? And just those questions each and every week. You could do that in a Facebook room and talk to people and ask questions. So I think that would work well. What about an online youth meeting? Many churches have struggled understanding and knowing how to have youth meetings during this time. Just have your youth meetings. Again, the 50-person limit is a little constraining depending on the size of your church, but you could you just kind of work with that. And let's be honest, if you get more than 50 people, you're not going to have much of a discussion. It's going to be one person doing all the talking and everybody else watching. So to keep it under 50 people, you have the group size dynamics where other people can join in and share. And so a youth meeting, this could work well for that. It could work for a youth parent meeting. And maybe that's even the better use instead of a youth group meeting to get together with all the youth parents and to kind of share updates on what you're doing. And just think about it from a youth pastor's perspective, the ability to set a meeting and instead of having people leave their homes and come, you know that anytime you schedule a meeting at your church, the turnout is terrible. People just are busy. They don't have time to go to the church another night of the week. But if you promote this, you could actually set up an online meeting very quickly using Facebook Rooms. What about a group training session or a ministry training session? So you want to get all your security volunteers together and go through some possible scenarios and talk about what you need to do, or your hospitality team and say, this is what we've got coming up this week, and this is what we want you to focus on, and this is what you say, and this is not what you do, and just remember these things. It's a perfect platform to do ministry training exercises. And so you can do that. Again, sermon discussions. You could plan during the week for the pastor to come on, or some of your leaders to come on and just have a discussion about the different sermon topics for the week. So again, there's no limit to how long you can talk. You don't even need a Facebook account to join a room once you have the link. You can live stream the meeting, and so let me kind of explain that. So you can only have up to 50 people participating in the discussion, but then you could go and broadcast that back on your Facebook group as a Facebook Live video or your Facebook page. So how would that work? Okay, let's talk about that. Say you want to have a leadership discussion with your church leaders, but you want the whole church to be able to tune in and watch. So you could have leaders from different locations all join in, have your meeting, have your discussion, and then have people tuning in as a Facebook Live video and watching. So again, you can do that with Zoom as well. You can live stream a Zoom meeting. So they've taken something that's already existing out there and turned it into the Facebook world, but it works. And so I'm just sharing these to get your wheels turning about how you can actually use this effectively in your ministry. So there's no limit to how long you can talk. You don't even need, this is an interesting thing. You can create a link to the meeting or to the group room once you start. You can actually email that link out. You don't even need a Facebook account to join the meeting. So they've removed that barrier as well. So you could email out a link to the Facebook room and have people join in that way. And so I've shared a little bit about how it works, a couple of things about how it works, and then we'll kind of jump in and I'll walk you through an example of creating one. One of the things is you can set up your group, your Facebook group in advance to either allow rooms or to not allow rooms. So if this is a feature that you're not really interested in, you can go ahead and turn it off. If you have post approval on, that means that only your Facebook group admins or moderators could create a room. So that's another way. You can have it where just your admins and moderators create a room, or you can have it wide open where anybody at any time in your group can create a room. We've got it set up that way, and I will actually mention that no one has ever done it yet. So even though it's an option, again, most people don't even know how it works or how it's used. So going forward a few months, 6 months, a year later, it may change as more people get used to it. There may be problems with that, having it that much access. We don't know yet what those are, but I will tell you that admins do have the ability. You can join any group. So that's important that you can join any group. Not only that, an admin can delete any or join any group. Admins can join any room. So we got to watch our terminology here. And then not only that, admins can delete any room. So on the group. So if you see someone starting a room and you're like, we don't need to have that, you can delete that room. So, and you can stop that conversation. So again, from a safety perspective, I would say this is why I really do recommend private groups and not public groups. You could see how this could be misused in a public group, and Facebook is getting ready to roll out some more ways to moderate, control rooms and public Facebook groups, because I do see a potential for misuse there. You have someone not from your church come in, start a room. It could be about anything. It could be trying to talk to kids. It could be pornography. So they're having a private group, again, is that barrier where you know the people in your group, you know who they are, and so they've had to answer questions to get in your group. They've agreed to the group rules. Again, it's another barrier, another safeguard, another kind of guardrail, so to speak, to keep you safe. So I think that's the main things I'll mention. Let me kind of walk you through now let's go over here and I will actually walk you through actually creating a room. And so the first thing, I've got a group here that I made just for this course. It's just me right now in the group, and actually my wife, I think, is in the group, and then the page Online Ministry Made Simple is in the group. So again, remember, in a group you can have profiles and you can have pages as members. So one of the things that is interesting here, and so you'll see right here, it has a button to create a room. If I drop this down and I want to interact as the page instead of my profile, it takes a minute here since I'm recording the screen. It's a little slower, but you're going to see that I do not have the option to create a room. Maybe you'll see it. It's still, the wheels are still spinning here. Yes, so you can see that that option is now gone, now that I'm interacting as Online Ministry Made Simple. But if I change it back to my profile, I will have the ability to create a room. And so with that, again, we have to wait. Recording slows everything down. But this is kind of interesting, and I want you to see how this works. We're going to just click create a room. And so it's going to take a minute again. It's going to start up a room. It's going to look like, okay, here we go. Here's the room. And so it's going to ask me a few things here. It's going to ask me a name. Let's give it Bible study discussion on... you only have 20 characters, Bible study. So let's say Tuesday Bible study. Perfect. So we'll do that. Start time. I can start it now. I can start it, give it a time to the future. And so now, okay, now it's asking me to create a post about it. So join our Tuesday Bible study. It's starting now. And so I actually have a MacBook, a 2016 MacBook Pro, and the keys are all sticking on it. So if you're familiar with Apple MacBooks, you know that I've got the model I've got is not a good one for Apple. They've all sorts of keyboard problems. So let me post this, and so now I can post it out to the group. And so now the post is live. Let's see, here we are. Mike Morris created a video called Join Our Tuesday Bible Study. It's starting now. I'm going to hit Let's Join This. It brings up a new window. And so with this, you're going to see, I may run into problems since I'm running another video feed into this, so yeah, my camera's off right now because I've already got the camera on for this teaching. But you can see here, I've got there it comes on. It does work. So I've got a room link that I can copy and send to anybody. And so it's got here to mute my microphone or the camera. It's got my volume. It's got my settings for what I want to use for either my video. It's using my built-in webcam now. I could change this to, I've got like, an external webcam. But let's join the room. You'll see what it looks like here, and then this may get confusing a little bit since I've got a couple of different video things going on here. But let's show you. So waiting for others to join. It's got the link. So here is, it's got my window in the bottom. There's no one else in the group yet. So across the bottom, we have share your screen. That's how you can share a PowerPoint, a spreadsheet, a Google Docs, you've got all sorts of options there. Again, you've got see the call participants, and you can click that. This is where you can mute everybody in the room. You can lock the room to keep people from joining. So once you get the people that need to be in the room, then you can kind of close the door. Again, admins have the ability to join it, but you can kind of lock this room. You can see some settings here. You can end the room. Screen sharing, allow others to share their screen or not. And again, the share link. You will notice that it's a messenger link. And so rooms are actually built on the technology of Facebook Messenger. They've just brought that into the Facebook group world. And so you can actually create a room straight from Facebook Messenger as well, that's open to anybody on your friend list. But inside of a group, it kind of limits it to the people in that group. So just so you know, that's how it's working. Turn off video, mute microphone. And so that's really the basics of it. You can add people to the room to start a game. You can do games. You have built-in games. You can this is where you broadcast live in this upper right-hand corner. And so it's asking me, do you want to broadcast it and share to a group or share to a page? And where do you want to share it? So this is a way you could do that. And then under more, you have device settings and full screen. So this is just the basics. So this is how you would start a group. This is how you could use it. And so, again, I see a lot of potential uses for this going forward for the church. And it looks interesting to me. I think it has a lot of potential. I really do. I think it would work well for different Bible studies, for different board meetings. Let me share some drawbacks, though. And there are a few drawbacks that you need to know about. And so I'm going to actually end this room right now. So let's hang up on that. Leave my room. And so I'll leave that. Here are the drawbacks that I've found so far. One is that it's a little bit picky about web browsers. So if you use Mac and you're on Safari, it will not work. Right now it's requiring Chrome or a Chrome-based browser, even like Microsoft Edge will work right now, but Safari will not work. So that was interesting. Again, I mentioned it earlier, but you can't be logged in as your page on the group. You can't be interacting as your page. You need to be an individual. So sometimes it'll be a little tricky. You'll be interacting as the page if you've linked this back to your church page, and you won't find the options there. So you need to switch back to an individual to start it. The other thing that I've tried and not really had good success with, I wanted to see if you could share a video. For instance, our church uses Right Now Media for many of our life groups or our small groups and our Bible studies. And so I tried playing a Bible study through Right Now Media using screen sharing. So imagine with me a scenario where you have a group of people, you want to watch a Bible study video together and then discuss it. Right now the video is really jerky. It's not real. It's just not usable. You can, while you're in the group, you can share Facebook videos. There's a way to do that, and those work really well. But to show a video that is outside of Facebook does not work well. So just as a heads up, that may be something they fix along the way. I know Zoom has the ability to share videos, and actually they have some settings that you can turn on to improve the video quality and the lag and the jumpiness of the videos. But right now, Facebook Rooms does not have that. So I would not recommend this if you plan on showing a video and watching it together. So just throw that out there, that's not really the best use case right now, although it could change. And again, this is a pretty new feature. It's just been launched within the last year. So it is changing quickly, but hopefully this has helped give you some ideas about how you can use Facebook Rooms. And hopefully, I want to hear back from you. I'd love you to shoot me a message, email, leave me a comment about how you're using Facebook Rooms. And I would love to see the church use these in a way to be able to do more ministry, to connect with more people, to create conversations, to build relationships, and to challenge people to take next steps. That's what online discipleship is all about. And so, again, that's the first lesson in this course, in this in this topic here, we're going to have some more lessons about different post topics, post types, about guides, how you can use those, about Q&As, about prayer posts, things like that. We'll also talk about using Facebook Live, Facebook events, and how you tie those in with your Facebook group. But this is your first topic in this lesson. So again, as always, I hope it's been helpful. God bless, and we'll keep going. We'll keep learning more in this Facebook Groups Made Simple course.